So last year, marijuana's become legal, and last year I managed to get like a few small edibles, and I just was interested in seeing like what marijuana was like. So I made some notes and I said, it's sort of I don't really like the taste of it, but it did do some interesting things, but I don't think it was really that significant. But I had two different tests, and one of them was probably underdosed, one was probably overdosed, and it did kind of freak me out a bit. The second time I happened to be like out, and it hit me later, and I was a little disconnected, and a little bit I guess nauseous, right? So I decided to try one more time, and I was going to record the test to see. From my own records, if I was acting in a different way than normal. But I generally wouldn't take anything. Like, I wouldn't waste my money on any recreational anything that would cost me money. That's why, I only drink my alcohol that I make myself, and it only costs me somewhere a little bit more than like Coke Classic. So my own homebrew wine costs a little bit more than Coke Classic, like 1.3 times Coke Classic or something. So, if I would almost want to grow my own marijuana if I wanted to do marijuana. I'd only take it edible form because I wouldn't want my house to be screwed up by the smoke. And also, I hear the seeds get into somehow proliferate into your home. So I'd have to have it outside somewhere. The thing growing it, I don't know how hard it is to actually grow. What the procedure, how difficult that is. Obviously, it would have to be heated or in a heated place. It would need a certain UV lighting, certain water input, this and that. It'd be hard to get down. So I don't see myself doing any of those things. Yes, so here we have whatever this is, and we'll see what the deal is with that. So it definitely doesn't taste. It tastes like I could eat this. The brownie was sort of dirty. I just had this massive amount of espresso, so I don't really know if I'm testing the dependent variable here, but it's already getting this kind of weird sensation from this. So a lot of these drugs, they have to enter through your stomach lining, go into your bloodstream, and then they do things with I suppose biochemical aspects. So let's see. And you wouldn't think that there'd be enough material. You wouldn't think that there's enough particles in your bloodstream to actually do anything to your receptors, but in my experience, it actually kind of works. Any drug. Partial agonist activity of the cannabinoid receptor located in the central nervous system.
That we knew we would have to deal with a very, very low RDS on value. And so they're the ones that we chose. So I think there is an 8446 and a 7443, I think, but I could be mistaken. And they're designed to obviously be possibly controlled.
So by now you might be already aware that Titan is the only other body in the solar system where we have officially confirmed actual liquids. And more
it's liquids, but it's not water, it's cold, so I don't see how that's useful. But Europa and some other moons do have some liquid that could have some organisms in them. I don't know how complex those organisms become. The movie Europa exhibited possibility of a very complex life form. I don't think you'd see one that could come to the surface, but whatever. So far, I can't say I'm really feeling different at, I think it's about half an hour since it was adjusted, but that isn't atypical. I think it usually hits you about an hour and a half. Actually, it was called Europa Report, the movie about the creature on Europa. This is like a part that I don't understand. Yeah, like the problem here is these creatures obviously taking it back to eat the person, or I don't know if you probably wouldn't even take it home to eat the person. But I mean, if it breaks through ice, it could probably like rip half her body off it, you know, and eat it. So that's kind of strange. So there's a little bit of doubt that this procedure to make the edible was done like properly, but it's been like an hour and a half, and I haven't seen anything that really says anything's happened. But I do feel a little bit strange. I could almost imagine and remember what happened last time, and maybe I'm seeing some signs of that, but it hasn't really hit me yet. I can see how like maybe it kind of like smoking this, it might make people feel kind of relaxed, but as like as something more intense, it just kind of gives you sort of a busy emotion, kind of gives you sort of like a nausea from like kind of like being intensely intoxicated. And so I guess that's maybe this stuff's primary application is just sort of being kind of weird and relaxing and kind of a lower dosage. But yeah, I've had, one time it definitely freaked me out, and I don't think I'm really that intensely, but I think I have some of the symptoms and sort of basically understand what happened last time. And